What's up, everyone? I'm Jason, movie guy, and this is my friend Paul.
Nice to meet you.
And we're here to predict the 2015 Oscar winners that are coming up this Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're very excited. Are you excited, Paul? I'm really excited. I don't even care if I'm wrong. I just want to get drunk and make.
I feel stoked, to be honest.
I am stoked.
I'm beyond excited. I'm feeling stoked.
I am too. This is not a boring year. This isn't Boyhood and Birdman. This isn't Slumdog Millionaire. There's a lot of stuff at stake this year. A lot of craziness has been happening.
This is my first year really getting into Oscar predicting just beyond thoughts in the back of my mind. And it was a good year to get started because everyone who seems to have been at it their entire lives is saying, this is a fun one.
Yes.
Best Picture, Best Director,
yes,
Best Everything,
yes.
Not everything,
well, not
best
everything.
Lots of things,
but
this is a fun one. I mean, is the grizzly bear from Revenant better than, an entire, laser orchestra of Star Wars? There's...
I don't know. The grizzly bear is definitely popular.
I'm just saying though, it's like there's so many toss-ups.
There are. And
but we know what's going to win, which is good. It's
yes.
good that we both have.
We both are really good. I mean, if you're going to listen to anybody, it's going to be Paul and me. People that have been following my channel know I had my channel since 2010, and this is my first time I've actually officially put myself out on camera doing my final predictions. Normally you just hear my voice. There are those years where, we knew Slumdog Millionaire was going to win Best Picture and Danny Boyle was going to win Best Director. Last year, we pretty much knew Birdman had it in the bag. We knew Alexandro was going to win last year. And then there were the years that were split, where we didn't know if it was going to be Gladiator or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or Traffic. That was actually, it reminds me a lot of that year, when you had three films that were essentially fighting it out. So it's actually, to me, it's a very, very, very difficult year to predict, and this is amazing. This is the first time that I'm doing this. We're doing this, and it's going to be a year that's not very easy to predict. The acting races I'm fairly confident with.
Okay.
I think. But we'll get to those. Let's start with an easy category, I think. Best Supporting Actor. Our nominees are Christian Bale in The Big Short, Tom Hardy in The Revenant, Mark Ruffalo in Spotlight, Mark Rylance in Bridge of Spies, and Sylvester Stallone in Creed. Right. Very strong list. And this was actually the one category that I got all 5 right. It was one of the few.
For the nominees?
For the nominees.
Oh, wow.
It was a very difficult, Idris Elba should have been nominated for Beasts of No Nation. That was, unfortunately, didn't make it. Mainly for the Netflix issue.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win Best Supporting Actor?
Okay, so Sylvester Stallone, I guess, has been looking for, some more respect to the Rocky character. I guess he feels like it's such a great character, which is why he keeps coming out and playing it.
Yes.
Year after year after year, which of course kind of turns me against that a little bit, just because I'm tired of. I'm a anti-reboots kind of person. But Creed was, awesome. Despite that, but I think the Academy is going to pick Tom Hardy because he's been. I don't think his performance was as interesting as Christian Bale in The Big Short, and I don't think quite as intense as Mark Ruffalo in Spotlight. Who I want to win is Mark Rylance from Bridge of Spies because he kind of was. He was the most interesting. Right. Guy on screen.
You were talking a lot, and he won the BAFTA award, the British Academy Award, recently.
Okay.
I actually, a lot of people have said Tom Hardy for The Revenant, and I think also it helps that The Revenant has 12 nominations, and Leonardo DiCaprio is on fire right now, and so it could be swept in. But I'm still gonna stick to Stallone, and honestly, I like Stallone, but I'm with you. I don't want him to win for Rocky. He had one great role. I don't think it should be that he's winning, but it's a career award. It happens all the time. The thing that helps Sylvester Stallone is that it's 40 years. Rocky won Best Picture in 1976, and you can feel the heat for him. The problem with Sylvester Stallone is he was not up for a Screen Actors Guild Award, which is voted by the actors. He also was not nominated for a BAFTA, a British Academy Award. So those two snubbed him, and it's very, very rare to win an Oscar if you're not even nominated for a SAG or a BAFTA. But he did win the Golden Globe, and I think it's crazy this year. So I'm going to go with Sylvester Stallone in Creed. I would love it if Tom Hardy won. I also think, this is actually one of my favorite lines ever. Bale, I think Ruffalo gave life to Spotlight, especially that final speech, and violence, especially in Bridge of Spies. But I'm going to go with Sylvester Stallone in Creed, and Paul, you are going with?
I am going with, I'm reluctantly going with Tom Hardy.
You know, if he wins, you're going to be a rock star.
That's it. That's all I have to say on it. We're done. With Best Supporting.
We're done, Marion. Okay, Best Supporting Actress. Our nominees are Jennifer Jason Leigh in The Hateful Eight, Rooney Mara in Carol, Rachel McAdams in Spotlight, Alicia Vikander in The Danish Girl, and Kate Winslet in Steve Jobs. Two of these women are actually leading. Alicia Vikander in The Danish Girl and Rooney Mara in Carol were leading ladies, but category fraud and campaigns meant that the people behind the ladies, especially Harvey Weinstein, decides that if we put them in supporting, they may have an easier time of winning. There would be too much competition in leading. Because especially if you've seen The Danish Girl, Alicia Vikander is in every single frame. She is not a supporting actress. She's a supportive wife. She's not a supporting actress. I'm going to pick Alicia Vikander in The Danish Girl.
You should have been there.
How could I? Look at me.
Not everything is about you. I need to see Einar.
Let me help, please.
I need my husband. Can you get him?
I can't.
I need to talk to my husband. I need to hold my husband. I need him.
She is on fire right now. She had not only The Danish Girl this year, she also had Ex Machina. She's fresh, she's young. Voters love the hot, fresh female, especially in supporting. And she's phenomenal. She's pretty new to Hollywood. You also have Kate Winslet and Steve Jobs, who just took the Golden Globe and the BAFTA award. So those are very, very, very telling. Kate Winslet's won an Oscar already for The Reader, so that's why I think she may not win. Okay. But they may want her to win because Leonardo DiCaprio is the front runner to win for Best Actor, and to see Leo and Kate win the same night would be great publicity. What do you think? Who do you think?
I'm going to go with you on that one. I feel like she is, well, she's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous actress. She's powerful. I mean, I'm not as sharp on the Spotlight performance for Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, I didn't get why she was nominated for that. I mean, I think I get it, but she was in an all-male cast, and she's done decent work. She's blonde. She does really well interviewing the priests. I want to give a shout out to Jennifer Jason Leigh. I think it's fantastic that she finally got her first Oscar nomination after 22 years in the business, 23. And she finally got her first nomination, but unfortunately The Hateful Eight is not doing as well. I think they're over Tarantino with The West. I think they're done with Tarantino, and that's it. But it could win score, The Hateful Eight, so we'll see when we get to that. But yeah, I think we're in agreement. So we're gonna go down to the ship together with Alicia. I wouldn't mind going down with Alicia on the show. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna let Paul read out the nominees for actor.
Best actor. So we have Bryan Cranston for Trumbo, Matt Damon for The Martian, Leo for The Revenant, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs, and Eddie Redmayne for the Danish Girl.
Now, I automatically know that Leo's going to win because you didn't even have to say his full name. It was just Leo, Redmayne, everyone else gets a full name, but it's Leo. Leo.
Baby.
He's not a Leo Zodiac, though. He's a Scorpio.
Really?
That's for your Zodiac fans. We'll probably edit that out. Thank you. I'm going to go with Leonardo DiCaprio. What a big, wild pick that is. I mean, truly.
Right, out of the left field. No one's even heard of this guy.
He's an unknown. He's such an... I don't get it.
But making a name for himself.
He is making a name for himself. He is... I mean, he's been making rounds at all the big parties, and I don't know who he is at all. I've never heard of Leonardo.
But
I've heard of Leonardo da Vinci, but not DiCaprio.
distant relatives. But yeah, no, I feel like The Revenant is going to be his key to the city, a city that he has, lived in the suburbs of for a long time and deserves to be allowed in.
Yes. And it's his 5th acting nomination.
Wow.
All things. He started, his first nomination was, and this is all off the top of my head, so forgive me if I start looking flustered, but he was nominated for What's Eating Gilbert Grape back in '93 for supporting actor, and then he had to wait.
He didn't win?
He didn't win. He lost to Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive.
Okay.
That was a strong year. Ray Fiennes was up for Schindler's List.
Oh, wow.
It was a strong.
Oh, wow.
And then he got nominated for The Aviator in 2004, which I think he should have won for, but no one was going to beat Jamie Foxx and Ray. And then he got nominated for Blood Diamond in 2006, and also was in The Departed the same year. Ooh. So he had such a strong year.
He wasn't nominated for both, though.
He was not nominated for both. He was nominated for Blood Diamond, which I thought he was great in, but a lot of people thought he should have been up for The Departed, and that film won Best Picture. And then he got nominated for The Wolf of Wall Street, which he would have won for if it hadn't been for Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah, so he's always sort of been... Yeah, I'm still shocked at that. I mean, not that Matthew McConaughey wasn't good, but the fact that he has an Oscar. I never thought I would live to see the day that you could say Oscar winner Matthew McConaughey, or Leonardo DiCaprio. He's winning. There's no one else. I think actually Matt Damon in The Martian would have had a really good chance. He's another pretty boy in Hollywood who sort of has suffered because of his looks. Again, if you're a man in Hollywood and you look too pretty, you really can't. When you have to look ugly on screen, that's why Leo grew a beard. And there's blood in his face because if you're too pretty on screen, they just won't go for you. So I think Matt Damon, since he won the Golden Globe, would have won for The Martian in another year, surprisingly. I think Michael Fassbender earlier on was favored for Steve Jobs, but no one saw the film. And it's boring.
Bada bing, bada boom. Leonardo DiCaprio for the both of us. And moving on.
Yes.
So Best Actress.
Alright, Best Actress.
I'll take this one. So Cate Blanchett for Carol, Brie Larson for Room, which I just saw last night, thank goodness. Jennifer Lawrence in Joy, Charlotte Rampling, 45 Years, and Saoirse Ronan, Brooklyn.
Okay. Very good at pronouncing that last name. That's why I had him do it, because I wouldn't be able to. I'm going to go with Brie Larson in Room. This is rare, actually, for an unknown actress to get an Oscar. She's not unknown, but she's not as big as Cate Blanchett or Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence should not have been up for Joy. I thought it was an okay film. The reason that Jennifer Lawrence did get nominated for Joy, for all you people out there that are screaming at me right now, the reason she got in for Joy was because of the category frauds of Alicia Vikander and Rooney Mara. If those women had been in leading for their respective roles in The Danish Girl and Carol, I don't think Jennifer Lawrence would be here. Charlotte Rampling in 45 Years is phenomenal. If you haven't seen 45 Years, ignore the crazy comments that Charlotte Rampling has said amidst the controversy, and watch 45 Years. It's about a woman who, after 45 years of marriage and is about to have a reunion party, discovers things about her husband that she did not realize before. And what do? I mean, you're in your 70s. There's really no going back. So unlike a woman in like her 20s or 30s discovering something about her husband, she's in her 60s or 70s.
Okay.
Discovering things about her husband that are now not able to change. So the emotion that she goes through is just phenomenal. I would vote for her personally.
All I want now is for you to
just to come to the party tomorrow.
Of course I'm going to come.
And I really need you to want to be there.
Yes, I do want to be there.
Because it's one thing me knowing I haven't been enough for you. It's something altogether different that everyone else feels it too.
Boy, you really believe you haven't been enough for me?
No, I think I was enough for you. I'm just not sure you do.
Yeah, okay. That's terrible.
Are you taking your pills today?
No.
Then I'm going to get them. And then we're going to have dinner. And then we're going to go to bed. And then we're going to get up. And we'll try and start again.
Okay, Kate, I can do that. We can do that. I promise.
I do like Ronan in Brooklyn. I think she was wonderful. She is subtle, and sadly they don't want you to be subtle in films. But I would actually personally choose Charlotte Rampling or Ronan in Brooklyn. But I do think that Larson is a great choice. I'd actually compare her work in Room to like a young Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs. The way she exuded fear, the way she sort of was in these dark spaces, and then it's like two different movies almost. We don't want to ruin anything if you haven't seen it. But
yeah, I couldn't decide if I was gonna go for Saoirse or Brie Larson. I think it's like on the one hand, she's trying to play someone who is helping to create normalcy for a child that has been raised in this exceedingly horrible, confined, and abnormal, circumstance. So that being a tall order, I think she does an amazing job of that. But then on the flip side, then it makes for a slightly normalized performance, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, she's totally natural.
Reeling it in,
because
where that she didn't have his name Tremblay, the boy,
Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah. Were he not a part of that room, then I feel like we would have seen the full explosion of emotion that she was holding in, and she does a really good job depicting that she's holding that in. I guess I was just so taken with Saoirse. I'd never seen her before, or really any of the actors or actresses in that film, and so I feel like it fully drew me in because it felt like I was watching something very authentic and new, and like the camera had been dropped, right down into early 20th century Brooklyn.
Can we go see a movie this week when you're not in night class?
I'll sign up for 2 movies.
Really?
Yes. Even if the first date is a disaster, I'll give it another chance.
One place, next stop. One place, next.
So I'm gonna go with Saoirse.
You're gonna go with Saoirse? Okay, for Brooklyn.
On the off chance that that the Academy recognizes.
You sure?
Just how compelling she was. She was so compelling. I was compelled.
You sure?
I'm
not trying to give anything away.
Sure.
Okay. Now I want to tell everyone that Brie Larson has won the Golden Globe and the BAFTA and the SAG, so she's won it. Now Saoirse did just win the Satellite Award, which isn't as big.
And I always follow the Satellite, as you know. That's
right.
That's the litmus test for the Oscars.
Yes,
if you ask me and my red soda cup.
We'll edit this out, but I think it's funny. It would be funny if we got totally smashed during this.
That'd be the dream.
That would be awesome.
We might have to make one of those.
I think we are going to. This is a tough year. This is why we need a lot of water that we're drinking.
Oh gosh.
All right. Well, guys, we're gonna check in with you guys again tomorrow with our part 2. But we're glad you guys tuned in.
Thank you
for
watching. Nice to meet you.
And this will be edited, but I'm very glad that Paul is my co-announcer. Ladies know what I'm talking about, don't you girls? No, that'll be cut.